theory to bring Cleveland back. So the Cavs win a championship, and then you got the Cleveland Convention. Okay. And I'm thinking, wow, so finally the man, right, this nebulous, secretive organization that controls everything. Now they want to help the downtrodden folks in Cleveland. Come on, folks. These conspiracy theories. LeBron James and his team just won. But I'm waiting to hear back from for my Secret Service clearance. All the paperwork has been submitted by all the deadlines have been met. And I'm still planning on making a road trip up to the convention. Hey, at this point, I'm just interested. I want to see what's going to happen. Anything can happen. And then I'll be able to give you an insider's perspective. So stay tuned. I'll give you any updates that may be coming forward. Good morning, Pat. How you? Good to see you, Pat. Good morning. Brent's in the house. He writes, good morning, Team NI. Hopping in the chop shop. Cavs. That's right. Cavs. Tiffany writes, good morning, all. Morning, all, Tiffany. Hey, Mr. Avery. Good to see you, Mr. Avery. Ashley writes, good morning, Team NI. Well, good morning to you as well, Ashley. Good to see you. Kiki writes, good morning, Mr. Ivey. I'm present. Deanna writes, good morning, or good Monday morning. Crystal writes, good morning. Tracy writes, hey, checking in from Myrtle Beach all week. Oh, you in Myrtle Beach now, Tracy? You rubbing it in? Because we're not in Myrtle Beach? Well, have a good time for me, though. Have a great time. Myrtle Beach, huh? Never been before, but I hear good things about it. But more of your greetings and salutations. John writes, good morning. Cavs are champs, and so is Dean Ambrose. Yeah. Derek writes, hope all the good fathers had a great day. Good morning, Chop Shop. I had a great day. I step outside to my vehicle to pick up something. I walk back in. There's my wife, my son, and my daughter. My daughter is holding a portrait. I look at the portrait, and it's got 3 different photographs in it. The top photograph is a photograph of her. The middle photograph is a photograph of her and my son. And then the bottom photograph is a photograph of my son. And I get to put that in my home office. And that's a typical Father's Day thing. Let me give your dad a picture of me. That's great. How wonderfully narcissistic our children are. I mean, can Daddy listen? You want to give me something, Father? Give me a steak in the big poker game or something like that. Give me something I really want. No, I'm joking. It was beautiful. And then my son, who's like 1.5, right? And this boy thinks he's 5 already. He's ready to go to school. 1.5, junior. He's holding a green, just kind of imagine one of those bags, those gift bags you may see at those places you may buy them. And it's sort of like a light green, lime green, but there's a hint of manliness to it, right? And my wife says, take it to your daddy, right? And he walks over to me and raises his hand and gives me the bag. Now, how special is that from a dad's perspective? And inside, I found daddy gifts, clothes, okay, which and sometimes can be an indication that the wifey wants you to buy new clothes. So I don't know how to read that, but I was very happy to receive it and had a great time. Brent writes, where your brother at, Nate? ? I got a good mind to call him live on the air this morning, just so you can hear him backpedaling. He claims he gets up and listens to the show. That's what he claims. We don't see you in a chop shop, little bro. Tonika writes, good morning, Team NI. Good morning, Tonika. How was your weekend? Derek writes, yes, Nate, call your brother and fill his voicemail up. LOL. That's right. Deborah writes, morning, Chop Shop. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night indeed. If you're just waking up, if you fell asleep on the game, I can't hate on you. You probably got to work today. You got to do what you got to do. I understand it. But you missed a spectacular game. That was a fun game. And I had committed myself emotionally for the Cleveland Cavaliers to lose. I didn't invest too heavily. But however, I will tell you that me, the wifey, my daughter, we shared a very intimate sports moment at the house. My wife is from Cleveland. So now she's like, yeah, you married a champion. That's what she's saying to me. She's walking around the house like, yeah, you married into a champion family. You just won the championship. Pump the brakes, boo. She ain't even on the team. But that's the way sports can make you feel. You know, it can make you feel that certain way. Can you imagine if the Bengals win a championship this year? Now, I believe in this sports magic energy, if you will, okay, that just sort of exists, whether you want to call it luck. Perhaps some of that from Cleveland's going to come down here to Cincinnati. And can you imagine the Bengals winning a Super Bowl? You heard it here first. You imagine that? And if they did, what difference would it make for parts of Avondale? What difference would it really make? All it would mean is that the prices are going to go up. Right? I mean, because if you got a championship team, don't you reserve the right now to charge a little bit more to see your championship team? Yeah, I think so. This is iconic audio. You want to hear iconic audio? This is iconic audio. Check this out.
Cleveland! This is for you! Oh!
That is iconic audio. Let me be the first to tell you. In terms of the sports world, the magical realm in which the NBA exists, what you just heard is iconic audio.
Cleveland! This is for you! Oh!
Because sports is so ingrained into the larger society that whatever is important in the sports world in some cases becomes important to the larger society. And so now that Cleveland has now finally, as if the world was out of balance or something, were we going to hurl into the sun or something? I mean, was the earth going to lose its gravitational forces? What was going to happen exactly if Cleveland never won a championship? Nothing. Nothing at all. If the Cleveland never won a championship, nothing was going to happen. Okay? Does that mean that, like, if Cleveland never wins a championship, that means that that'll be the epicenter for the Antichrist return to this realm or something? I mean, tell me exactly what that means. That's my challenge to you. But this is iconic.
Cleveland!
Hear the emotion?
This is for you! Oh!
This is for you, Cleveland. Any Clevelanders in the house? And that was big. LeBron wasn't inconsolable, but he was caught up in his emotions. He definitely was. It's a great night for basketball. So what does this really mean about Steph Curry? And what will this mean for Ohio? I mean, we're not that far removed from Cleveland. Will we feel somehow the ripple effects of having a championship in the state of Ohio? I'd like to know. Nathan Ivey, this is the Nathan Ivey Show.
It's Thursday night, and you're grabbing drinks with some friends. Started off with a pitcher for the table, which quickly becomes two. There's pool. And there's the photo booth.
All right, everybody squeeze in. Say cheese!
Followed naturally by an order of wings. And another.
Can we get some extra ranch sauce?
Then there's the ceremonial nightcap.
So what are we doing this weekend?
And lastly, it's back to the car, which, if you're buzzed,
680 to 90, 10-4.
could be the most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Debiste haberle lanzado 1000 pelotas para enseñarle cómo pegarle a la pelota y hacer una carrera. Infinidad de tardes enseñándole cómo pegarle justamente a la canasta.
Okay, Simon, what are you wearing right now?
Nothing.
That's right. And what do people normally wear?
Clothes.
Exactly. So now Mommy's going to teach you how to dress yourself. Clothes keep us warm, they look good, and if we go out without them, the neighbors will talk. So it's important to know how to get dressed. Here's how it's done. Underwear always comes first, name tag at the back, then pants, then shirt. Get the first button in the right hole, or you have to start all over. If you're wearing a tie, it goes over, round, through, and pull tight. Tuck your shirt into your pants and zip up your flap. Socks going first, then shoes, right on right, left on left. With shoelaces, just take the ends, cross them over, switch the loops. The rubber goes down the hole, pull tight, and you're left with bunny ears.
I love bunnies.
Good to know. Now remember, spots don't go with stripes, socks don't go with sandals, and if you've tucked in your shirt, wear a belt. Got it? Why are your pants on your head?
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But spending just 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier and could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. For fun 2-minute videos to watch while brushing, visit 2min2x.org. That's 2min2x.org. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Miles, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
Back to the show.
There are a lot of people very happy in the city of Cleveland, Ohio. I'm reading that nearly half of the adults in Cleveland are unemployed. But now they've got a sports championship, and will one have an effect on the other? Welcome back. Good morning. Almost 7:30 a.m. in the Queen City. Nathan Ivey with you. And as always, my pleasure. If you know anyone who's a fan of talk radio, well, let them know that they've got yet another option. And it's up for them to decide whether they like to stick around and check out the flow, be it a part of what we're building here. Good morning to the Chop Shop. And let's get back into it. I just played for you iconic audio. Your children will hear this if they're sports fans. Cleveland, this is for you. That's going to be woven very quickly, in my opinion, into the fabric of the other iconic images and sounds that you get from the NBA. And Cleveland's already a part of that history. Remember Michael Jordan's drive on Craig Elo? How many times have we seen that image? The triumphant fist punching the air. He kind of spreads his legs, almost like the Jumpman iconic symbol that many people have on their gym shoes or shoes that they wear. It was deep. And now, Cleveland, this is for you. That is huge. That's deep. Now, what does this say about Steph Curry? It means he's not as good as everybody ever thought he was, maybe. Or it just means that LeBron James and his team was just a little bit better, right? When Kyrie Irving hit that three-pointer, I thought, wait a minute. They've got to hit a three-pointer, and they haven't really been dropping. Shout out to Harrison Barnes, right? Sleeper agent, who nobody knew he actually works and plays for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Nobody knew that. And his job was to go out there and miss wide open shots. Yeah. I had the whole family on Harrison Barnes watch. I said, baby, listen, we need him to keep missing. He hit a few shots here and there. But you can see in his eyes he was shook. That moment was getting to him. Shout out to Draymond Green. He proved that he's a real G. He steps up in the big moments. 20-something points in the first half? Why are you letting this man shoot these threes? Why? But overall, it was very entertaining, primarily because my team won at the end. I'll be very selfish about that. That's how I feel. Very happy about it. And now I don't have to hear all this nonsense from you LeBron James haters because I'm tired of it. I don't understand it. And now LeBron has done something that no one else has ever done in NBA history. He did the most difficult thing, well, I guess the most difficult thing would have been coming back from a 3-0 deficit. But he did nearly the most difficult thing that you can do in terms of winning an NBA championship. He did it the hard way. He didn't go up 3-1. He went down 1-3. And facing the possibility of elimination, found a way to win each and every one of those games. That is huge. And he was a big factor. Unanimous NBA MVP finals, or finals of the MVP. Unanimous. That's deep. So what you haters going to say now? What now, haters? Kiki writes, good morning, Mr. Ivey. I'm present. Good to see you, Kiki, as always. Thank you for your support. John writes, good morning. Good morning, John. Jane writes, good morning, Nathan. Good morning, Jane. Good to see you. Derek writes, Michael writes, good morning, Team NI. Pat writes, how soon we forget the people who burn LeBron's jerseys will get the championship jerseys, I guess. Great point, Pat. Oh, they couldn't stand that Negro. Last night I watched the interview of the owner, the team owner. He's got ties to Cincinnati. I'll tell you in a second. His name is Dan Gilbert, Quicken Loans, billionaire, owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers and a bunch of other stuff, including casinos. As I understand it, he is the owner of, what is it, the Jack